Bringing the news and information you need from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. This is a special edition of Comcast Newsmakers.
Spiro Kent with you poolside, diligently giving you newsmakers. Cindy Kushner is our guest this hour. She's the president and founder of the Women Executive Leadership, and thank you very much for joining us. This is a statewide organization, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And what is its purpose?
Well, Women Executive Leadership seeks to increase the number of women on corporate boards and in the executive suite. And I think that our slogan nicely sums up what we're all about, and that is to advocate, educate, and connect executive women.
Now, for the first time this presidential season, we saw women more at the forefront than we ever saw them in the past. And that kind of shows a transition taking place in society, doesn't it?
It does, and that's what we're trying to do. Our organization is trying to raise the visibility of the tremendous talent pool that we have and introduce them to the companies, the search firms, and to the people that are involved in the search, the executive search and the board search selection process.
Do you think that women have not been given the due notoriety that they deserve?
No, I think traditionally the boardroom and the executive suite have been predominantly males, and when opportunities come up for new seats, they are asked to recommend or nominate their colleagues, and naturally it has been men.
Now, how are you going about talking to different boards and getting more suggestions out there?
Well, what we're trying to do is raise the visibility of the talent pool and introduce them. Okay. So the biggest thing that we do is connect the women to the search firms, to the companies that are performing these searches. And we are actually getting those searches and distributing them out and connecting our women and pushing them more through the system. Now,
this is, I guess, in the state of Florida, but I guess you're connecting nationwide as well.
We are. We're affiliated with a national organization called ION. So we're actually have an outreach to 15 cities and 15 organizations. So it's a very powerful strategic alliance.
And the resources you're using here, the women you're using, are what, leaders of industry within the state of Florida?
Yeah, we started in South Florida and we expanded throughout the state. But now we're affiliated with this national organization.
Now, what do? You see a particular woman that really heads up an industry or heads up an organization, and you basically suggest candidates to boards?
Yeah, we have a membership, and we have programs and boot camps and workshops, and part of that is also the networking, and the networking is the biggest piece, where we are able to introduce a lot of these women to the search firms.
So you're dealing more with relationships.
We are, and it's all about relationships.
Right.
And it's all about networking. And going back to your question about the searches, we have branded ourselves to be a go-to organization, so a lot of the companies are coming to us and asking us to put the searches out. Yes.
That's a terrific position to be in. So do you have particular people that you suggest for different boards, or you suggest a pool of individuals?
We put the search out, and then we get the resumes and push them through, and we don't charge for any of this. All we ask is that the requester tell us whether we are getting more and more women through the system and in the selection process.
And I guess it's great for the people involved because they get to partner up with people that their peers.
Yes, yes. I mean, just a quick story. A CEO of one of the big companies down here was her phone was ringing off the hook to go on boards. As soon as she sold the company, her phone stopped ringing, and she found it very difficult to get on boards. And we were able to help facilitate that, and now she's on a number of different boards.
Really?
So there's just a number of great stories.
And there's a great resource out there. What you're trying to say is not being tapped into for boards.
Yes.
And I guess it's a changing of philosophy as well, as far as changing mindsets out there.
Well, it is. It's an education process, and we're trying to move that needle faster.
Thank you very much, Cindy Kushner, our guest this hour, poolside at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino as the sun sets. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be with you next hour.
The preceding has been a special presentation of Comcast Newsmakers from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. And now, back to CNN Headline News.